Are you aware that the domain name service server is the most critical and essential server in the enterprise network? Keep watching, work with me as I troubleshoot and show you how to configure the web server and the DNS server in Cisco Packet Tracer. Stay tuned, just watch. So this is the topology that I'm going to use. You can see I have cabled it here, assigned IP addresses on these computers here from this subnet. This is the subnet 192.168.10.0/24. So that is the subnet. So this is my web server. The website is netlabshub.com. Then the web server is going to have this IP address 192.168.10.10. Then the DNS server is going to have .5. Then the domain name is this. So let me show you how to configure this lab step by step. So this is how we configure. I can start verifying that. You see, this is the IP address I have configured there. Just to save on time, that is 4, that is 6. So this is 2960 switch that I'm going to use. So the first thing, let's configure the DNS server. You give the DNS server the IP address, that is 5. So we come on the desktop, then you give it 192.168.10.5. Just a minute. 192.168.10.5. So the default gateway is that one, then the DNS is that one. So I have finished configuring giving it the IP address statically, because servers must have the IP address static because it's hosting shared services. So the next thing, go to services, then DNS. First of all, ensure that the server is on. Then once the server is on, you can set the domain name, that is netlabshub.com. Then the address, that is, and then you add. Already it is added here, so you can just save. So that's how we configure the DNS server. Then the web server, let me show you how to configure the web server. First thing, you give it the IP address. So this is 255. Then that is then DNS is that one. So once you give the static IP address, you come to HTTP or HTTPS. So this is the server that will be hosting the organization website. So I want just to edit the landing page here. So I'll click this one, then ensure that this is Netlabs Hub. Then I can you've got project, and then contact us. So then save. The moment you save, that is the landing page that we should expect. So let me test communication. Ping the DNS server. So the DNS server is working. You can see there is no drop. ping the web server. The web server is also working. So communication between this communication between this computer and the web server and the DNS server is working correctly. Same applies here. Ping. You see? No drop. The web server. The web, meaning when you see this one, it means that the website is reachable and the domain name is also reachable. So like I want to test something. So to confirm that your DNS server is working, there are some of the procedures here. NS lookup, then the domain name. You see, the moment this name, it means that this name Netlabs Hub is bound on this particular address. And you can see this is the address for the DNS server. So it means that when you search this name on the internet, it is mapped to this particular IP address. Now that the human memory is not sufficient in memorizing numbers, we do memorize names. So that's one. Two, we can say ping netlabs hub.com. You see? Now I have not used the IP address. It means that this domain name is mapped on the web server IP address. You can see. The moment you ping this one, it gives you this. So that's how a domain name service or a DNS server works. It is used to resolve the domain name to a specific IP address. So it means that this number is the one assigned to the computer that is online and hosting this website. So that's what you should know. Also, when I come to this laptop here, then go to the browser. Now let me try to browse my website. Netlabs hub.com. So let me stop or just put this. You see? So the moment we type this one, it gives us this one. So let me just verify something here. So this is the web server. Then we come to HTTPS. On the HTTPS, we check the index. So I have updated my index page. So once my index page is updated here, let me save. You see, so that is it. So once my index page is updated, we can now reload. You see, so this is the address. The address, when you type here the address, it gives you the website. You see, welcome to Netlabs Hub, a zone for network troubleshooting labs and new opportunities. Subscribe, watch, and comment. And these are some of the links. So I haven't done much here, but this is how I have just shown you how to configure the web server and test. So thank you so much for following this particular lab. Feel free to contact me in any case of collaboration. Subscribe to Netlabs Hub for more videos as this as we continue.